Scott Hansen, Director of Camping for the Mid-America Council, and I'm going to be hosting you guys for today, the July Fireside Chat. Eric is unfortunately away teaching a class this week, so he won't be able to join us. But we have a pretty good agenda to go through with a bunch of program items. We'll learn about a couple results of some of our fundraising efforts, and we'll hear a little bit about what our exploring program does. But first, just a reminder of courtesy for those on the phone. Please keep your phone on mute until you've either been called on or have a role to speak for in our Fireside Chat. So first on the agenda, I'll turn it over to our Assistant Director of Field Service, Nick Bowden, for a staff member introduction.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Get this so I can see my head here, too. There you go. I'd like to introduce one of our new staff members. He actually joined us, not so new anymore. He joined us the middle of December. He's been working up in the Owanossie district. His name is Chris Troendle. So he's been doing great things with the volunteers up in the Owanossie district. But we want to give him a few minutes just to introduce himself. He's going to be on the conference call, so not actually on the video feed, but to just let you know a little bit about him and his support with your role in scouting. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Chris. Chris, are you on the line?
Yep, I'm here, Nick. Thanks, Nick. Nick is correct. My name is Chris Troendle. I've now been in the Owanossie district for a little over 6 months now. Originally from Northeast Iowa, and moved here from Uganda about 5 years ago, where I was working overseas. Currently, I'm in the small town of Coon Rapids, Iowa, which is near Carroll, if anybody's familiar with. I'm been working pretty closely with Nick and trying to give service to some of the units who have been working to get things back online, and been hitting it pretty hard here with fundraising and just programmatic things that are going on this summer. One of the big things that's coming up, if anybody's interested, please feel free to join us. We're having a kids twilight camp over in the Harlan area. It starts on the 21st. Otherwise, that's a little bit about myself.
Great, thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Nick.
All right, thank you, Chris, and welcome to the team, even though you've been here for a little while.
Cool.
First, before we get into some of our program meat of the Fireside Chat, just a reminder for those of you out there in the districts of our council spread around our territory, that the month of August brings to us our program kickoffs. That's an annual, pretty much encounter with the districts on expanding on and exploring and promoting all the next calendar year's worth of program type activities and events. At those program kickoffs, you'll learn about some of the council activities coming up over the next calendar year, as well as a big introduction with promotion and materials for all of our 2016 camping programs, including all those day camps, Cub Resident Camp, Boy Scout Resident Camp, our high adventure base, and our high adventure opportunities. So for those of you out in the districts and representing units, the October roundtable, those program kickoffs are a meeting you don't want to miss, and you want to make sure your unit is represented at those. Most districts will probably either have them on Tuesday, August 4th or Thursday, August 6th. Check with your district calendar to find out your date and location of your district's program kickoff. And now I'll turn it over to one of our program directors, Mike Ivano, who will go through some of our council activities coming up.
Excellent. Thank you, Scott. Well, I am literally fresh back from Little Sioux, and I'll be heading right back there after Fireside is over here. We're having a great summer out there, and I'll talk a little bit more about our camping updates in a moment. But first, let's touch on some upcoming council activities. As many of you know, we have really beefed up our council activities committee, and they're meeting on a quarterly basis. We'll have a calendar coming out beginning during those program kickoffs in August to tell you when all of the upcoming council activities meetings will be, so that your district activities folks, or really anybody who's interested in getting involved in activities, can participate in those quarterly meetings. But a couple big activities that I want to make sure are on people's calendars before we get into those kickoffs are two special activities that we're launching this year new, and those are going to be two fishing derbies that we hold. One of them in August and one of them in September. Right now we've got one on the calendar for August 22nd and that's scheduled for Little Sioux Scout Ranch. And then we've got one scheduled for September 19th, and that'll be at Camp Cedars. So look for more information coming out at your first roundtable during those program kickoffs with details, but we'll also be getting information out through e-newsletters and other e-communications about those events very shortly. Another really big one that we hold every year, sometimes in the spring, but lately we've been doing them as great fall events for those scouts who are just getting started to have a really great event to look forward to immediately, is our Cabela's Camp. Our Cabela's Adventure Day out at Chalco Hills will be held this fall, actually, in September. And our date right now has been on the calendar for September 12th. We found out about a major conflict, however, recently, and we've had to work with Chalco to get that shifted over to September 26th. So mark your calendars now for September 26th. That's a Saturday, and that will be our Cabela's Adventure Day. This will, as it has been in previous years, be kind of the culmination of all of our camping programs. And that will be the last chance for you to take part in some of our Take Flight themed activities that we've been doing all summer. And it will also kind of bridge between our summer camp programs and our fall membership campaign program, which we'll talk about in a little bit, where we're going to launch into scouting. So look forward to this being a great opportunity to put some rockets up into the air, practice your kite making and paper airplane making, and great opportunity for those kids who are just going to be getting started with scouting. They'll probably be making some bottle rockets during their recruitment event. Well, they can bring those out to Chalco and get another chance to launch them as part of the Cabela's Adventure Day. So registration on that will go live in the next couple weeks. Just have to get a couple more details ironed out on the website, and then we'll be able to launch into that event. And we'll get the information out via electronic communication to all of the districts, and that'll be a feature item as well at fall program kickoffs. So now I'm going to just go ahead and segue right into some camp updates out at Little Sioux Scout Ranch. Not only do I want to talk a little bit about our Cub Resident Camp program, which we are still in the midst of, but also talk to you about this t-shirt that I'm wearing right now representing TSHAB, that is the Tri-State High Adventure Base. So first, just a basic update on Cub Scout Resident Camp. We have had a great summer so far. We've completed 5 weekend sessions, and we have camped over 1,100 people. That is over 600 youth, and the feedback that we've gotten has been just nothing but positive. We have really jumped into this Take Flight theme, and our rocket launchers are launching rockets all day, every day. We have been flying kites out there. We've obviously got our waterfront going, and on a hot session like we had this past weekend, that was a very popular area, as was the slip and slide. And then, of course, our climbing program, which is just brand new this year. We have really had a great summer with climbing, and I can assure you that the kids that have signed up for that, we have actually gotten every single kid who registered for climbing has had a chance to get up that wall. And we've actually then been able to open it up during free time, and other kids have had a chance, and some repeat climbers. So this summer has just been a stellar program for Cub Scout Resident Camp, and I'm very proud of the staff that we put together, and they're actually still out at Little Sioux right now doing some projects during this off week as we go into our last session of the summer coming up this weekend. By the time the week that weekend wraps up, we will have camped right around 1,175 individual people. That's a growth point from last year. We will actually have grown the youth participation out at Cub Resident Camp by nearly 100 kids. So it's been a great summer, and I'm just already looking forward to next year. Little top secret preview of next year. The theme next year will be CSI, that is Cub Scout Investigator. And look for more information on that coming out electronically as well as at your program kickoffs. And we've already been kind of promoting that program to anybody who came to Cub Scout Resident Camp this summer. But I'm already looking forward to 2016. Now moving on to our Big Kid program out at Little Sioux, and that is TSHAB, the Tri-State High Adventure Base. We just put in the water for our second session of TSHAB, and we have 7 youth and 1 adult, along with 2 river guides out on the river right now as I speak. They put in Vermilion, South Dakota this morning, and in 5 days, we plan on seeing them in downtown Omaha. Our first session had 4 scouts go down the river. They covered just over 130 miles of the river, and they landed in downtown Omaha with a ton of people up on the pedestrian bridge holding signs and cheering. It was a really cool activity. If you haven't had a chance to visit our Little Sioux Scout Ranch Facebook page, that's where all of our recap videos have gone for not only Cub Scout Resident Camp, but also for TSHAB. We've got 2 videos out there chronicling the epic journey of our very first crew that happened in June. They dubbed themselves TSHAB 1, and they had just an awesome time. And in fact, I got a chance to camp with their families and their younger siblings. Their younger brothers are all Cub Scouts right now. So all of their younger siblings actually were out at resident camp this past weekend. And they came marching right up to me to tell me that in 4 years' time, when they are old enough for TSHAB, they are looking forward to getting in those canoes and repeating the trek that their brothers did back in June. So at our 5-year anniversary of our first canoe trip, we will actually have a junior version of that first crew go down the river. So that'll be kind of cool too. So more information about TSHAB is available through our Facebook page, Little Sioux Scout Ranch. When you go on there, be sure to like the page, check out the video recaps of not only Tri-State High Adventure-based trips, but also of our Cub Resident Camp programs. Once the summer wraps, we will also post picture albums for all 6 of our sessions of Cub Scout Resident Camp. So if you haven't seen pictures of yourself, if you attended Cub Scout Resident Camp, don't worry, we'll get those up by the end of the summer here. So looking forward to hopefully seeing everybody out at a future event out at Little Sioux or on the Scouting Trail. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Now we'll turn it over to our camp director out at Camp Cedars. Christine, are you on the phone?
Yes, I am. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. So a few things from out here at Cedars. We've had a great summer season so far. So thanks for all the troops and leaders and everybody coming out here and enjoying the fun with us. We're currently in our last week of the summer, and just coming up on Saturdays is our alumni weekend. So it's going to be 11 a.m. check-in, and then throughout the afternoon we'll have some open program areas, and then have a special campfire that Saturday night. So please register online, and the registration is actually going to close on Tuesday, so tomorrow, and you guys can still feel free to just come and join us. But it's just going to be a little easier to plan for everyone that's coming. A few things as far as 2016 for summer camp. A lot of scouts and troops have already registered for next summer, and we've done something a little different this year. So instead of choosing your campsite right here, right now, as you're at camp, we're going to open all the campsites August 1st. So there'll be email communications coming out pretty soon as far as time and the details behind how to do that. But we're going to open all those campsites similar to how we opened the merit badges this last spring. So again, that's going to be August 1st for troops coming out to Cedars 2016. We do have some exciting programs that we're developing as far as next summer. We're focusing on our older boy program, and we're calling it Operation Eagle. So getting scouts here with their troops, to where their older scouts can be a leader to the younger scouts that are coming out, so they can do something different. So they can hike over to Camp Eagle, which is about 3-4 miles away. They can hike over there, have an outpost over there, and do some unique items that the rest of the scouts can't do. So they can get our mountain bikes out of storage and get over to Camp Eagle a day and get on mountain bikes. We're also wanting to utilize the Platte River, just the boundary of our north, and 2 from Camp Cedars down to Camp Eagle. They'd still be camping with their troops, like I mentioned, just doing something that's a little bit different in addition to our cope and climbing, the ATV programs that we've added in recent years. So we're pretty excited for focusing more time and energy on our older scouts and getting them to remain as campers. Of course, camp staff is a great opportunity. I've had an excellent team out here this summer. Many of them are excited to get back on board. So look out in the August roundtables, as Mike and Scott have mentioned, for promotional materials. The 2016 flyers for Cedars and those as well. We've had a great summer season, like I mentioned, but we have great facilities to use throughout the rest of the year. So our pool here at Camp Cedars is going to be open until August 9th. And then we also have the tower and the coat quarters. But you will need trained individuals to help you with that. But if we know ahead of time, then we can get some staff out there if you're a troop one of facilities. Obviously, the campsites throughout Cedars and also over at Camp Eagle, and then the dining hall, a lot of facilities that we use throughout the summertime are also available for you guys of a year-round time. As far as high adventure, we have 2016 contingents going to Philmont, the Summit, and I believe Mike also mentioned TCHAB. So those registrations are open, and also we've opened 2017 contingents, which for 2017, they're going to Philmont and Northern Tier, and then also the Jamboree is happening that year, which Scott's going to mention more about that. So that's thing from Camp Cedars, and I'll turn it back to you guys there in Omaha.
Thanks, Christine.
Scott's invited me back up to update just a couple other things. As Christine alluded to, a few things looking forward to. I want to add something to our TSHAB discussion here, and that is that we are already working on next year not only launching 5 canoe trips, which will coincide with 5 of the weeks that Camp Cedars is having Boy Scout resident camp. But along with those canoe trips, we are currently in the development process of backpacking opportunities, as well as a possible mountain biking trek as an offering in case somebody isn't as excited about the canoeing trip. We will be developing and will have other opportunities for crews. So we really our goal for next year is to launch 3 full operations within the high adventure offerings at TSHAB. That would be canoe treks down the Missouri River, backpacking through the Preparation Canyon portion of the Loess Hills, as well as mountain biking through separate portions of our own Scout Ranch area, as well as the Loess Hills State Forest. So as part of our promotional materials for 2016, look for those 3 separate trek opportunities, as well as the dates that each individual one will be offered when you see those materials come out in your August program kickoffs. And look for registration for all of the TSHAB operations to go live online by August 15th. So we're really trying to get a jump on our offerings this summer, and we think we've got a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to. I just want to piggyback on something else that Christine mentioned, and that is that once Little Sioux closes down for Cub Scout resident camp, that facility is also still open year-round. We will have our swimming docks available for an extended period of time this fall. It's a great place to go and cool off in the later time of the summer and early fall, as a lot of scouts have been discovering over the last few weekends. You would just need to have adult leadership who are properly trained in safe swim defense. And if you want to use our boats, including canoes and rowboats, those are also available. You just need, again, an adult properly trained in safety afloat. Our climbing wall is also available, and that equipment will be available so long as you have properly trained adult supervision with the levels of training required for climbing programs for Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. So all of that information as far as what facilities are available are on the MAC website through the camping locations link. So that's all from me again, and now I'll turn it back over to Scott.
All right, thank you, Mike and Christine. Just to go over again what Christine mentioned in regards to High Adventure, we do have at the end of July in 2017 the next National Scouting Jamboree coming up at the Bechtel Summit Reserve out in West Virginia. It is not too early to be putting that on your calendar and putting in your reservation now. Several youth have already secured their spots. If you have any youth in your units that are of the right age and of interest to go to the National Scout Jamboree in 2017, have them go and secure their spots now. That way they can get in charge and put themselves ahead of their payment schedule to be making payments over time instead of having to make a big bulk payment at the end of it. The schedule is set up for them to be worked out over a couple-year period. So if they are interested in the National Scout Jamboree, have them go secure their spots. And for any adults out there that are interested, the Mid-America Council is sending 6 troops to the Jamboree. Each troop can have 4 adults on it. That's a Scoutmaster and 3 assistants. We have not started our interview process yet for those adult positions, so it is not too late to put in your interest form online if you are an adult that is interested in going as one of our 24 adult leaders from our council. All the information is online. If you look up the National Jamboree in 2017 on the calendar, or if you scroll through the images on the MAC/BSA website. Now I'm going to go over a couple other things. One is just some updates on our properties. If you haven't been fortunate enough to be out at Camp Cedars this summer, you're missing out on seeing our new shower houses, restroom, storm shelter facilities that have been constructed. We have 3 new ones at Camp Cedars. They were actually dedicated last week on Wednesday, July 8th, with speakers of Scott Erickson and Arnell Petrozelka. Spoke to a crowd of both donors, scouts, and interested scouters about the importance of having these shower houses out at our facilities and what it means for scout campers and the security of our campers in the eyes of our parents. So we do have 3 new storm shelters that are also individual stall showers and restrooms, which are very nice. They actually have laundry facilities in them as well, and they've been used quite a bit this summer by the campers out at Camp Cedars. So if you have a chance to get out there, either throughout the rest of the summer, if you're camping in the fall, or going out next weekend for the alumni weekend, be sure to stop by and check out those new buildings. Also, as an update, the surcharge, the deposit of dirt for Building 4 up on Heritage Hill by the equestrian area in the climbing tower is now ready for construction to begin. Construction is slated to begin the 2nd week of August, as soon as we're done with our camp programs, which includes our Easter Seals camp over at Camp Eagle. Building 4 will start construction immediately and be prepared and ready for the summer of 2016. And also up at Little Sioux, our shower restroom facility is ready to begin construction anytime, and will start after the completion of the National Youth Leadership Training course happening at the end of July of this year. So as soon as NYLT is finished, that shower restroom will begin construction as well. So as you can see, there's a lot going on from a property standpoint. So if you haven't been to our camps recently, please come out and take a look. Probably a lot has changed since you've been there. Also, to put on your calendar, I know we talked about 2017 being the next National Jamboree, but for all scouts and scouters in 2016, that second weekend in October, the 14th to the 16th at Mahoney State Park, will be the return of Jubilee. So the next Jubilee will be in 2016, October 14th to 16th. That should be on every scout and scouter's calendar, whether you're in a Cub Scout pack, a Boy Scout troop, or a venture crew. It's open for all, and there will be program opportunities for all scouts. Make sure that's on your calendar, as updates will start to flow out as soon as we're about 15 months out now. So pretty soon you'll start hearing more of those updates related to staffing and program and how camping arrangements will be. But make sure that's on your unit's calendar for the fall of 2016. Now I'll turn it over to Tom Kudelek, who will tell you a little bit about a program opportunity coming to us up at Little Sioux.
Thanks, Scott. Okay, some information on our 2nd annual Loess Hills Trail Race.
We'll be hosting 2 chip time races around the scenic Little Sioux Scout Ranch, August 29th, 2015. There's going to be 1 mile, a 6 mile, and an 11.5 mile loop on this soft volcanic ash with virtually no rocks on these trails. These trails are unique to this area because they provide a wide trail for runners so that you can path throughout the entire race. So it makes it a very unique run for runs that you have in this area. You also have the chance to win some cash prizes in the process. Little Sioux Scout Ranch, for those of you that don't know, is approximately an hour north of Omaha, an hour south of Sioux City, and it's a 1,700-acre ranch, approximately 15 miles east of Interstate 29. After the race, you can stick around for the award presentations, and you can also join us for a camp lunch. We'll be firing up the grill for picnic-style menu lunch. The lunch is also included in your registration fee for the race. Racing logistics this year are now provided by Peak Performance. Included this year, as I mentioned, is the 1 mile family walk and run, and this is for racers of all ages. The early bird registration date for this race is August 14th. So if you want to be guaranteed to get a shirt this year, make sure you register by that date, August 14th. After this date, the prices increase $5 for all races. The 1, 6, and 11.5 mile races are $20, $25, and $40 respectively. There's also a $4 sign-up fee for this run. Sponsorships so far for this run are at $3,400, and Raising Cane's is our most recent sponsor for this race, so we're happy to have them on board as well. And we have 2 new, for our 6 mile and 11.5 mile races, we have new routes that were designed by our program director, Mike Ivano. You can go to the website and check out these maps on the LoessHillsTrailRace.org. You can also check out more information about this race by searching Loess Hills, and that's spelled O-L-O-E-S-S Hills Trail Race on Facebook. Thanks a lot. I think we're going to Daryl Milius with Silver Beaver next. Thanks.
Thanks, Tom. Everybody's heard of the Silver Beaver Award, but if you haven't, let me read you a quote. It's right on our website. It comes from the National. The Silver Beaver Award is presented by the National Council Boy Scouts of America through the local council to adult volunteer scouters for their distinguished service to youth and their community. The award is made for noteworthy service of exceptional character to youth by registered Cub Scouters, varsity scouters, and venture leaders within the territory under the jurisdiction of our local council. It is considered to be the highest award a Boy Scout Council can bestow upon a volunteer scouter. So I'm sure you know somebody out there that has done so much for so long, and it's time to recognize them. You have until September 11th to turn in their nominations. The form is available on the website. I've got a couple highlights, but the page looks like that. It's underneath awards. All right, so you want to go out to our website and do that right away. If you've turned in one in the past and they haven't been selected yet, please update that and turn it in again because they still deserve it. That'll be a good thing for that. So the main thing that I want to make sure you know is September 11th is the deadline. So that's only 2 months away. So time to get out there and push for it. So thank you.
Thanks, Daryl. Now I'll call up John Pelletier to talk about our development department and the updates they have.
All right, thank you, Scott. Greetings from the development department. Hope everyone's enjoying their summer. As many of you are probably aware, the popcorn sale is right around the corner. A couple quick dates coming up in August. First of all, we have our district trainings coming up in August. Units can earn an additional 2% commission for having 2 deep leadership attend one of the trainings. We have trainings are scheduled in individual districts, but you don't have to attend the one in your district. If that date or time doesn't work for you, you can attend another one. Just send a quick email to 326popcorn@scouting.org, and we will make sure that your materials are available at whichever training you'll be attending. So a quick rundown. We have Soaring Eagle on August 1st, Thundercloud on August 4th, Wagon Wheel on August 5th, Diamond Dick and Twin Lakes are each having theirs on August 8th, War Eagle on August 13th, Lewis and Clark on August 15th, PLS on August 18th, Owanasi on August 20th, and Trailblazer and Goldenrod each on August 22nd. couple other upcoming dates. Units that are interested in pre-ordering more than they sold last year need to complete a pre-order exemption form. Those are due on August 24th. Those forms will be reviewed, and then you'll be notified what amount you're able to order. The unit pre-orders are due into the system by September 1st. We have our popcorn kickoff at Vala's Pumpkin Patch on September 25th. This is a discounted rate of $10 per person for both youth and adults. And the popcorn sale officially kicks off on Saturday, September 26th. So that'll be the start of 1 month of fun for popcorn. As always, if you have any questions on popcorn, you can send a quick email to 326popcorn@scouting.org. One other highlight from the development department is we have wrapped up our camp card sale for this year. We had over a 30% increase in the sale this year. And probably the best highlight that's worth talking about is those scouts that sold enough to earn a free week of camp. Last year we had 102 for the 2014 sale, and this year we had 198 scouts who earned the opportunity to go to resident camp for Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, or day camp as well for a free week. So that was a great increase. Almost twice as many of our youth had the opportunity to go to camp for free, and we'll be looking to grow that again next year. So that covers my development department notes, and I'll turn it back over to Scott.
Okay, thanks, John. Now I'll call on Nick Bowden to come back up and talk to us about what's going on in the membership world and working into the fall.
All right. We'd like to talk a little bit about just an update of our mid-year benchmark. We have what's called a June Winter Circle, which is a very big honor for our districts to receive, which is meaning that they're growing their programs and participation throughout the year at their mid-year, so which is June 30th and everything. And so we have, as a council, we achieved Winter Circle, which we had a 3.5% growth in Cub Scouts and all overall traditional growth in scouting, and which is a total of 269 kids more we're serving this year than we were last year at that same point. We had 8 districts actually earn this honor to be a June Winter Circle. Onasi had 45 kid increase with 11.8% Cub Scout growth, with 2 packs, 16 plus for overall for a total of a 2.4% traditional growth. We also had Soaring Eagle with 122 kid Cub Scout growth at 6.1%. Wagon Wheel, they had a 8.8% growth in Cub Scouts. Outreach had a 24% growth in Cub Scouts as well. Peter Losharo had a 8.1% increase in Cub Scouts. Diamond Dick, a 5.3% growth in Cub Scouts. Twin Lakes, a 12.5% increase in the Cub Scout programs. And then also War Eagle, a 5% growth in Cub Scouts. These are just a few of the many accomplishments that these districts have earned. We also had some of the other districts, did some great things as well. We had our Learning for Life be plus 1.6% total youth served. Our Exploring was a 21.6% increase and 3 Explorer posts over last year. And then also our Goldenrod district, they had an increase in their venturing programs. Trailblazer with a growth in Tiger Cubs, and then Thundercloud and Lewis and Clark district. They had a with investment character. Thundercloud had reached their investment character goal, and then Lewis and Clark has restarted some of the units that have been needing some assistance and everything. And so a lot of great successes with the Winter Circle this year. As a unit, what you can plan to do to help your district achieve Winter Circle is to always think of continual growth and getting more kids engaged in the program, as well as focusing on retention. How can we keep the boys once we get them? And so if you have, if you focus on those things and get more boys in the program, just going to make a better experience for the boys and their friends. So congratulations again to all the districts for your hard work and earning the Winter Circle for this year. So, and then also, I'm going to pop on real quick. I've got another quick little highlight. Is With membership, we're coming up on our fall membership recruitment cycle here. At our August roundtable, all your districts will have materials ready for you to receive for your fall membership recruitment supplies and everything. So please attend your August program kickoff roundtable because we have all those membership supplies available. It's a great opportunity for you also to learn and take those resources and how you can better apply them to get more boys involved in scouting. We have one process this year that we're trying to emphasize that we'd like all units to take advantage of, and that is our back to school nights for open houses. This is a great opportunity for your unit to help talk with the parents and get them involved in scouting, let them know all the fun things that they can do. We have an interest form that they can fill out at the actual sign-up night this year, and it's going to trigger a 4-step process to help remind those families to get involved in Cub Scouts. So when they fill out that interest form, what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to send out a constant contact email to those families. It's going to also send out a postcards telling them thank you for stopping by our booth at the open house, and we invite you to come out to the sign-up night. And then we'll also have a calling post, which is going to go out to an automated call reminding them of their sign-up night. And then lastly, it'll send them a reminder text message the day of the event, reminding them of their sign-up night. So great opportunities to be able to utilize and help promote your sign-up night for scouting. If you have any questions, meet with your district executive or your district membership committee, and they'll be more than willing to help you out. So again, please utilize the council resource that you have available, and we'd be happy to assist you.
Thanks, Nick. And congratulations to all those districts who hit their mid-year goals. I know there's a lot of volunteer support and drive behind that makes it possible. Now we'll invite up Tom again in Sarah Calhoun, or West to come and talk to us about what's going on in the exploring world.
Thanks, Scott. So some summer updates for exploring. So this summer we had the opportunity to partner with a program called Upward Bound here in Omaha. Upward Bound is a federally funded program that assists Omaha high school students in achieving academic skills and personal growth necessary for successful completion of high school and admission into a 4-year college. Upward Bound programs supplement the students' high school experience and academic preparation, career exploration, and self-development opportunities. So these students that we worked with are living on Creighton's campus, and they attend summer classes. When they're not doing this, they come to do each day a 2-hour career exploration to different spots in the Omaha area. And these students are all juniors in high school. So our role as the exploring program is to set up 40 different career exploring sites for them to visit throughout the summertime. They were in 3 different career clusters. They were engineering, health, and business. Depending on what career aspirations these students had, they were able to choose what sites they wanted to go to. So for examples, for engineering sites the students visited, they went to HDR, DLR, Leo Daly here in Omaha. For our business, they went to Gallup, First National Bank, and Blue Cross Blue Shield. And then health, Whole Foods, Lakeside Hospital, and Children's Hospital. This is just an idea of where these students were going to learn about different careers. The program started June 9th and ended July 2nd. At the end of this program, all students were required to give a presentation on what they learned in the program. And so it was great for us to be able to see what they learned during the summertime. Another update as well, we're in the final stages of creating our exploring brochure for the 2015-2016 year. This program is going to be distributed to all interested students, parents, and school counselors who are interested in our programs. Registration for our exploring programs will start August 10th.
Perfect. And another summer program that we both kind of worked on was very similar to Upward Bound, and that's called UNO Summer Scholars. And with that, it's actually all high school juniors going into their senior year. So we work with about 90 students that UNO kind of hand selects to be in this program, and they all kind of explore different career areas while taking classes on UNO's campus versus Creighton's campus. So this one was a little different. They actually had 6 different career groups, and those are broken down into human sciences and education, business and marketing. They also had agriculture, food and natural resources, skilled technical sciences, health sciences, and then communication and information technology. So again, they kind of went to some of those same locations. They ended up going to about 3 to 4 sites for each group. So a little less than Creighton's program, but still a really good program where we've worked with them for years and they get to explore a lot of different things. And kind of piggybacking off of the exploring updates of the brochure, we did find out that we got our career surveys. They're all tallied and ready to go. So we'll be picking those up this week. And for those that aren't very familiar with these surveys, they ask a couple of questions. So we pass these out to all the different high schools that we work with, and freshmen through juniors can take them. We also try to get middle schools to participate as well, so we can get that incoming class for the freshmen. But it'll ask their top 2 career interests and then their top 2 hobbies. And so once we get those results back, like I have now, then we'll be able to kind of organize folders for every counselor, and they'll be able to get those personalized results back. And those end up kind of helping us shape our programs for the year as well. So we're kind of excited to see if there's any changes in the top 10 career interests for this year. So lots of good things coming.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Tom and Sarah. Steve, Lanni, are you on the phone for a Commissioner's Corner? Okay, no problem. Tom Earhart, do you happen to be on the phone? All right, well, that brings us to segue to our probably most visually exciting part of the presentation. That's Show and Tell with Sheila. Full with props.
Hello, today is the hottest day of the year so far. We are all thrilled to be inside, and I'm sure a lot of the campers are really glad they're not at camp at the moment, but we have plenty coming in that are getting ready to go. We've seen a lot of the kids for Philmont. A lot of excitement's been going on in the store. These kids are pumped up and ready to go, and we're hearing really great things from them coming back from camp. So we look forward to hearing from you. So be sure and come in and tell us how the things that you got from us worked, what things didn't work, because we look forward to making our items better for you in the next coming years. We have some really fun new things, especially now that camps are over for a lot of the younger kids. In case they're bored, we have all kinds of science kits. We have physics. We just got in secret messages. There's all kinds of fun stuff. And one of the favorites, slime. So in case you need a little kit for some slime, we have it. It's just like on Nickelodeon, so be careful, it may come down on you. We have a lot of new crafts, and that's why I was trying to show that to you. A lot of new crafts and science kits are coming in, and these are helping so that you can work towards the new belt loops in the new program, and it works with the adventure belt loops. So these do help you earn belt loops and on the pins. So almost every craft that we carry works towards gaining a belt loop. So that's something to keep in mind. Some of the things that are coming up, we're going to have a t-shirt sale starting with a lot of the prices starting at $3.99 and up. This will be running from July 15th through October 25th while supplies last. So if you're looking for any great shirts for the fall, this will be a good time to do it. Something to look forward to is your roundtables and program kickoffs are coming up. We will have traveling trading posts at several of your meetings. So be sure and check and look on the website and with your DEs for when we'll be coming to your area. Not only will the Gottschalk Scout Shop staff be out to see you, but Christy and our Sioux City staff will also be going out to several of your meetings also. With fall recruiting, there'll be flyers that you'll be able to give to especially the new cubbies that will show them the location and the store hours. And on the back of the flyer actually lists a checkoff list for their uniform supplies for each of the ranks. So be sure and make sure that a lot of the families get that and remind them about all of the things that the store carries. This fall there will be a special beginning on, what date? It's soon. It's when Roundup starts, but it will be 10% off of your full purchase if you purchase a full uniform. We will have more information in the store, and so as your families come in, we can help them with that. But this is the first time that it's really counted. It will actually count on your uniform. That has not happened in the past. So with the full uniform purchase, 10% of your whole purchase, so that means when you also buy the craft kits and supplies to go with it, you will also get 10% off of that at the time of your purchase. We just thank you very much for supporting us. And another thing to remind all the new families is that, wow, music, is that when you shop with the Gottschalk Scout Shop in Sioux City, you will get help support Mid-America Council and helps keep the programs running. And we thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheila. As we get the Fireside Chat up to a close here, I just want to again thank everyone that's out there and what you do for scouting. I hope you're all getting out to our camp facilities, whether you're out to Cedars or Little Sioux or Wakanda, or taking advantage of some of our day camps, whether you're volunteering or bringing your own boys out there. We hope you're continuing your scouting experience through the summer season. Scouting is not a school year type program. It is meant to really culminate in the summer. And we hope you're out there enjoying our facilities that we have. Hopefully some of you are actually going to like the zoo and taking advantage of camping at Wakanda while it's close by. The next Fireside Chat will be held on Monday, August 10th, again at noon. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys all there. Anyone on the phone have any quick questions for the panel we have here today? All right, hearing none, we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the scouting trail. Have a good one.